Hello, everyone. So, yesterday I was online and I saw a really great video, and I was inspired to just jump on and make a quick video about the things that I saw. And the video was an astrology based video from Molly McCord. I'll leave the description of the video so that you can check on it and listen to the entire thing yourself. But she was talking about some changes that we're going to be going into as Uranus is in Taurus in the last degrees from 23 degrees to 29 degrees of Taurus. And since we're moving from Taurus into Gemini, and there's all these exciting changes going on in the world of work, in the world of technology, and also in the world of finance. I thought, hey, since this is what my channel is going to be focused on, I really wanted to just jump on here and give a quick summary that AI put together for me so that I can give you the changes in a concise way. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on over to, let's see. Let's see if I can get the screen recorder. Okay, so I'm right here and I'm looking at my chat on Chat GPT, and I've started to, I went ahead and put in chat um, a summary that it's a pre-written summary that it's an AI summary of what is of the video, the YouTube video. And so Chat GPT will summarize it in a way that it's like specifically tailored to the way I like to absorb things and the way I learn. So I asked it to give it in a way that's simple, easy to understand, and also to just give me any key takeaways. So I'll just go ahead and read it for you. Okay, wild changes and economic shakeups. What you need to know. Big picture. Uranus in Taurus is shaking up financial stability, lifestyle choices, and personal values until mid 2025. Then, as Uranus moves into Gemini, expect a shift towards new ways of thinking, communicating, and working. Major changes are coming, both challenges and opportunities. Okay, the key themes and impacts: financial shifts and lifestyle changes. Money and markets, instability in traditional finance, crypto, and real estate. Focus on real ownership versus debt based illusions. So, many of you already know that the US dollar is based on entirely on debt. We are attached to a debt based system. And one of the only ways uh, to not suffer as much from the cost of living or the high inflation is to own assets, and that would be stocks, that would be real estate, that would be commodities like gold and Bitcoin. So moving from things that are debt based into ownership of real assets. Okay. The next point: work and income, the rise of gig culture, digital nomadism, and AI automation means new opportunities, but also job losses. So we can already see, especially with the effects of what President Trump and Doge are trying to do in the government, people are getting layoffs across the board. Private companies were also showing layoffs, especially in the tech sector, because of AI automation and their move towards that, as well as to more robotics. So for those people, who are already in tech, it's going to be harsh. But for people who are not at all related to tech, we kind of already know that AI has been taking over those jobs. It's already taken over my job as executive assistant. I'm not worried about that though, because I have some plans in place. Um, Spending habits. Reassess what's truly necessary. Be intentional with purchases and in investments. So now is the time, especially since we're moving from Taurus into Gemini, and Uranus is the big surprise planet. It can shake things up. Things are completely unexpected. So knowing that change and expecting the unexpected is inevitable and probably profitable for you in this coming year, that's the best way to think about it. Okay. The next thing, March 14th is we have an eclipse. It's a turning point. Endings and new beginnings. Expect shakeups in work, daily habits, and what's considered normal. AI and work shifts. Tech-driven changes will accelerate. Traditional 9 to 5 models may fade. Okay, so that's very important. I'm going to come back to that point. Opportunity. Learn what excites you. New ways to earn and live are emerging, and that's why that point was a really good point that AI brought up. I I've already been displaced, so I can't cry about it. I know that technology is just going to be moving forward, but I'm fortunate enough that I'm in a place where I'm safe. I'm able to live. I feel comfortable while I'm still doing very limited work. Definitely not full time, but I have the time to work on my own projects, to work on reskilling, to work on learning things that I know will be fortunate in the future. And then also to take the savings that I have, knowing that if it stays in dollar form, it's not going to be helpful. So I need to start putting it towards assets, which I have. My plan is to go definitely back into crypto. There's a lot of things going on and in that space in conjunction with AI, and I'll be talking more about it in the channel. Let's see. Uranus moves into Gemini, July 20th, 25 to July or to 2026. Creative expression and communication. It's time to speak up, try new ideas, and explore unconventional paths. Uranus is all about the unconventional, and thinking about your work in new ways is going to be paramount. Trust your genius. Trust your genius. Expect breakthroughs, but you'll need to take risks and experiment. So, one thing I do like, I'm not afraid. Or scratch, rewind. It's not that I'm not afraid, it's just I have courage. So I'll do it afraid, especially when I know that I don't have another choice. Usually the only way out is to go through. And The next thing that it says is trust your genius, expect breakthroughs, you'll need to take risks and experiments. Flexibility is key. Old structures are breaking down. Those who adapt will thrive. That's another thing. I've always been a pretty adaptable and very resilient. So there have been numerous times where I've been laid off from a job. I have, of course, everyone went through 2020, but mine was somewhat related to childcare and the education sector, and that put me on furlough for a little while. And it's almost just like the universe kept sending me opportunities where it's just like, Drusha, wake up. You can't hold on to any one job for so long. Even though I could, personally, I could, but it's almost like the universe was adapting me to getting ready for change. So, because I had to go through these difficulties of being able to hold onto the job earlier and looking for new ways out, looking for new ways of thinking about my finances, it's now almost just like, okay, I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to the hits. It's the mental changes that needed to come first before I could not be afraid of losing my job, because I already lost it. But I can now move forward with like, okay, you haven't taken me out. I might be down, but I'm not out. So now I'm thinking in ways of like, okay, how can I use this? What little that I have, what small amount that I have, take those skills, take new ideas and work it in a new way. Okay, cosmic downloads and resources shift. So there's a Palladian influence for those of you who, like to think about that. Expect higher level insights and innovative solutions. Now, in the video, Molly was saying that it was due to a Palladian influence. I just want to think of it and in terms of just higher energies. Some of you may think of it as your ancestors, your God squad, the ones that you may call to or look to or pray to in order to give you your boost up, your your spiritual get up and go. So definitely look to those. If you do pray to a particular god or spirit or source, then do that. If you pray to your ancestors or venerate your ancestors, do that. Look for guidance from them. And even if there's people in your everyday life who are maybe elders and have some wisdom, look to that for some past things that might have happened in the past, because we are in cycles, and they could have helpful advice for you. The next point: precious metals and tech possibly run on key resources: um, silicon, lithium, and platinum. Pay attention to supply chains. Now, I didn't even think of that particular things as something that might be something to look out for. But I don't know if there will be disruptions in supply chains like there were in 2020. But that might be a theme going forward. Maybe even with tariffs, maybe not being able to get access to certain things that we're used to getting at a lower price. So you may want to look, if you can find it, at more local sources to get your supplies. In fact, tariffs may actually definitely be one of the reasons why you want to look for or pay attention to supply chains, and also to energy, because Uranus also has to do with energy. Those things may come down. I believe gas may be coming down, but that's another video for another day. New knowledge unveiled, more revelations about history, science, and cosmic connections. So I think that is really, really fascinating. I'm seeing a lot more posts online of people who are waking up to who they really are, who their family members are, what country they're actually indigenous to. And people want to get into debate about that, but you would be surprised about how much people don't know about the census, and how people were classified, and people now doing their family research and history research and finding out what backgrounds they really come from. Okay. And the last thing was the key actions and key takeaways. Reassess finances and security. What do you actually own? What debts weigh you down? Make conscious money moves. So, hey, that's what this whole channel is, one of the main core principles about. I was just getting a feeling and intuition, uh, just that people are going to need this. And I figured that, yes, it's nice to have things like tarot and help focus on the internal, but unless it's matching up with what's going on out in the world and helping people move forward into the future with confidence, it's not really, it's just benefiting me. It's not necessarily benefiting anybody else. But me being able to at least tell you what I'm doing, or tell you the experiments I've gone through, the pros and the cons of the things that I've tried, and things that have worked and things that have not, I think that might be helpful as you make your decisions of how you're going to go take your path and forge your path into this new world that we're quickly moving into. Okay, embrace flexibility. The world is shifting. Adaptation is power. I almost want to say it's a superpower. Stay open to new income streams and skills. I did want to do a video soon talking about how to assess your skills from all your various jobs, because I've had jobs across the gamut. It seems I've done everything under the sun. And if you're a career changer, then how do you move your jobs as a nanny or a caretaker into tech? Say you wanted to get into tech. How can you move your job as a customer service rep into high sales or marketing? And that that is something that I wanted to talk about, and not in this video, but very soon. Okay. Prepare for eclipses, major life changes ahead. Lean into the energy and release what no longer serves you. We have been going through so many changes, obviously, in these past few months. And there's a lot, I see a lot of people are scared because things are not looking like they were before. Or even if they voted in a way that they thought it would go back to the way things were better, it's not quite looking the way they thought it would turn out. All I can say on that, no matter which particular political side you lean on, um, there are going to be shakeups all around. It's not one way. It's not red or blue. It's everybody. it's purple. So just prepare for chaos. The only thing constant is change. Um, and be as best you can. Be easy on yourself and try to be easy on others. As much as you can, but be easy on yourself. The changes had to come. All right. Last point, community matters. Build strong connections. The shifts ahead will be easier with support networks in place. Now, that I see, especially since Uranus is going into Gemini, local support networks are going to be vital. So, not necessarily what happens, especially in government, as far as federal, it may not be as important as what's going on in your state, city, local government, your county governments, that kind of thing. If that may be the best place, and some say has been always been the best place to make any kind of impact. So if you want things to actually happen, if you want change to actually happen, it's not just to get involved in the federal level, it's more to get involved in your state, local, city, county level. So that was all the points that I that my chat GPT AI had done for me. And the bottom line it says is we're entering a new era. Those who cling to the old will struggle. Those who innovate will thrive. Stay aware, stay adaptable, and stay ready for the next big opportunity. And that was the summary. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully, they'll be a little bit more organized. But this one, I just wanted to jump on because it was such an inspiring video. So check out her video. I'll leave the link below and take care. Bye bye.